Welcome back. Well, if you're looking for the best solution to attach insulation, no matter if it's to cement, block, wood, or steel, look no further than ITW. I'm here with Ben. And Ben, I tell you what, you walked me through this, very impressed with your solutions. Tell us a little bit about the company.
Okay, thank you. Well, ITW Commercial Construction supplies fastening solutions to the commercial construction industry.
And really, you have a number of solutions and a system that you can use on many different substrates.
Yes, that's correct. And one of the values that translates into on the job site is it really simplifies what the contractor needs to have and what the installer is comfortable. And really, once you're comfortable, you become efficient and safe with the solution.
And I like the efficient part, and all of that's very important. But in addition to being efficient in putting this up, we're also not going to have any transfer of heat with a metal plug going through the insulation. This is really what contractors prefer.
You're exactly correct, and I can show you that a little closer. What we're talking about there is when this fastener is installed, we have a cap that closes over the top. And inside, this steel pin is what does the work of attaching to the substrate, but an air chamber is created here, and that reduces thermal bridging to the exterior of the building. So if you run a screw or a stick pin, anything that's metal from the outside to the in, that's really efficient at moving either the cold or the hot through the insulation.
And the other side of efficiency is that this just takes a matter of seconds to actually put up, whereas if we're putting up a stick pin, we can maybe put it up with an adhesive that will dry in 12, 24, 48 hours, really delaying the process.
That's correct. The other thing that it removes to simplify it is you don't have to pre-measure with all the stick pin solutions. So what this does is it really installs in a matter of seconds.
And this right here in front of us is really the heart and soul of the solution, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's correct. This is the Ramset-I-F insulation fastening tool.
And with a matter of a pull of a trigger, we've got a fastener already put into place in a matter of half a second. So as opposed to maybe a 2-day operation, we're talking maybe a 2 or 3 minute solution to put up a whole wall of insulation.
Right, and we've actually had contractors tell us what that translates to on the job site is that the installation of insulation is probably 3 or 4 times faster using this solution than some of the other solutions out in the marketplace.
Now you do have a demo set up that shows the different substrates and the different thicknesses that this can handle. Can we go take a look at that?
Absolutely, let's do that.
Now Ben, right here in front of us, a demo set up, what are we looking at?
Well, this is actually a mock-up of a steel wall construction type. Has the steel framing, followed by a dense glass, followed by a vapor barrier, and then the insulation on the outside. Additionally, there could be siding or some type of cladding system applied after the insulation is installed. What's really nice about this is that with this Ramset-I-F fastener, you simply push through the insulation and pull the trigger on the tool, and it fastens through both of these building elements into the steel stud.
Now, in addition to steel, you also have a few other solutions. Can we go take a look at one maybe for wood?
Absolutely.
Now, Ben, a solution for wood, but you are also demonstrating the amount of material we can actually go through.
That's correct. The IF system offers fasteners from 1 inch in depth all the way up to 6 inches deep. It's installed with the same installation tool and the same process, so that gives the contractor a lot of flexibility. No matter what size the insulation calls for, you can use the same system and the same process to install it. Much like the metal mock-up we saw, this is just a wood mock-up with similar types of building materials, and again, the fastener just pushes through the insulation, we pull a trigger, and it attaches to the wood substrate.
I have to imagine the end user enjoys this a whole lot more than the old-fashioned way.
As opposed to running screws through this with plastic washers, which is a 2-part system, sometimes you have to pre-drill, sometimes you don't. This is just much, much more efficient, and the end user feedback on it's just been terrific.
Also, solutions for concrete and masonry. Can we take a look at those?
Yes, absolutely.
So Ben, this is a marvelous solution because this is going to save a lot of time, a lot of frustration, very simple and easy.
It is, and here we show it with a mineral wool type of insulation material. Previously, our 2 mock-ups showed with a polyiso type of insulation material. But again, we can use the same fastening system and attach directly into poured concrete, so it really keeps the simplicity really at the front of what the user is experiencing.
And also a solution for concrete blocks as well, as our photographer is showing us right now. So really we have one size fits all. If we're heading out to the job site, we grab our gun, figure out what size we need, and we're in business.
That's correct.
Now Ben, we have a mock-up of a steel wall here. This could very easily be wood, concrete, block wall. In steel and wood, as I understand, you use the black, and concrete and block you use the white. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And one of the things that does is it makes sure you have the right fastener for the right type of substrate. It's a nice visual clue. One's black, one's white, really easy to remember.
Keeps them straight pretty easy. Now, can you walk us through a quick, simple, average installation? How would you go about it?
Sure, I'll just kind of walk through here. We just take our insulation fastener, and like we saw earlier, this one's about 2 inches long. We're going to slide it over the nose piece of our installation tool, and then I'm going to press the fastener through the insulation and pull the trigger. After I remove the tool, I'm able to reach in and close the cap.
That is just amazing. And I noticed the same on any substrate that you're using. It's that quick and simple. They're up and done, and you're moving on to the next wall.
Right. As opposed to some other solutions that are out there, this one we really just describe it as it installs a fastening point in seconds.
Well, Ben, with that said, a system that can work with any kind of material, fast, easy, efficient, it's going to save us money and time. With that said, right now, I know you have to have the attention. All of our viewers out there, what's the best way for them to learn more about all of your solutions?
Well, really the best way to get information quickly is to go to www.ramset.com, and all the insulation fastening material we discussed today and a whole lot more is out there.
Easy enough. Ben, thank you so much for being on.